Barnaby was a small squirrel with a very, very big problem. He had lost his favorite blue marble, and the Great Forest Games were starting in exactly 5 minutes. This wasn't just any marble. It was his lucky marble, the one that guaranteed a perfect acorn toss every single time. Without it, he was doomed. He had to find it. 4 minutes to go. The search was on. Barnaby scrambled through the crunchy leaf path, his little heart pounding. Leaves flew everywhere as he dug and searched. "Have you seen it?" He squeaked to Mrs. Turtle, who was slowly munching on a dandelion. "It's blue, it's shiny, it's my lucky marble." Mrs. Turtle blinked her ancient eyes. I did see something shiny by the stream." She bubbled slowly. "About 3 days ago. 3 days ago." That was an eternity in squirrel time. Too slow. Barnaby cried, already hopping over a large mushroom in his frantic search. He checked under a giant green fern, its leaves tickling his nose. He peered inside a dark hollow log, hoping to see a glint of blue. He even dared to peek behind a sleeping owl's wing, holding his breath. But there was nothing. No marble. The panic was setting in. 3 minutes to go. Just as he was about to give up, he heard a high-pitched cry coming from near the berry bushes. "Help! I'm stuck." It was Pip, a tiny field mouse, and his long tail was trapped under a surprisingly heavy twig. Barnaby glanced at the sun. It was sinking fast, getting dangerously close to the starting line branch in the distance. The games were about to begin. If he stopped to help Pip, he'd never find his lucky marble in time for the acorn toss. He'd lose for sure. But then he looked at Pip's scared little face, and Barnaby's heart, which was always much bigger than his luck, made the decision for him. He rushed over to the trapped mouse. "Hold on, Pip," he grunted, pushing with all his might. He heaved the twig with his tiny paws, muscles straining, until Pip-Pip's tail was free. "Oh, thank you, Pip cheered, doing a little happy dance. 2 minutes to go. Barnaby sighed, his shoulders drooping. "You're welcome, Pip. But I can't find my blue marble," he confessed, his voice barely a whisper. "I'm going to miss the games, and even if I make it, I can't win without my luck." Pip's eyes suddenly brightened. He looked at Barnaby, then rummaged in his tiny pocket. "I don't have a marble," he said, "but I found this earlier." He held out a perfectly smooth, round riverstone. It wasn't shiny or blue. It was a simple grey stone, but as Barnaby took it, it felt wonderfully warm and solid in his paw. "It's a helping stone," Pip whispered with a knowing smile. "It's for you. 1 minute to go." Barnaby didn't have time to ask what a helping stone was. He tucked the warm stone into his cheek pouch and ran. This was it, his last chance. He became a furry brown blur, leaping over the babbling brook in a single bound, water splashing his paws. He swung like a jungle explorer through the long, trailing willow vines. He skidded into the main clearing, kicking up a cloud of dust, just as the head bunny raised the big leafy starting flag. He had made it 0 minutes. The big moment. It was Barnaby's turn for the acorn toss. The crowd of woodland creatures fell silent. He nervously reached into his cheek pouch, his paws searching for the familiar feel of his lucky blue marble. But instead, they found the smooth, warm river stone. He pulled it out and looked at it. He remembered Pip's grateful smile, the feeling of helping someone in need. A strange and wonderful surge of confidence washed over him. He didn't feel worried anymore. He felt strong. He took a deep breath, pictured the target, and with a mighty whoosh, he tossed the acorn. It soared through the air in a perfect arc. It didn't just hit the target, it landed smack dab in the center. The crowd erupted in cheers. Barnaby stared at the target, then at the simple grey stone in his paw, and in that moment he realized he didn't need a lucky marble at all. He just needed a brave heart, a steady paw, and a little bit of kindness. That was the real luck. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Barnaby's adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the forest. See you next time.